Bloody Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans. And today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Sakamoto Days chapter 241. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. And we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, and we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus, and we ain't sponsored by Viz. And considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable Will Bubba Kitty, who's somewhere around here, hopefully being good kitties, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have a full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 Patreon member, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there's a stacked fall anime season in full swing, in which today we're going to be covering Gachi Yakuta and One Punch Man Season 3. Yesterday we covered Boku no Hero Academia Final Season, Spy Family Season 3, and Digimon. And Fridays we cover Sanda and Togenanki, and there's even more on the way, including Sakamoto Days. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, well, first of all, I gotta address the elephant in the room, and that is the title of this chapter, because it is wrong. Yeah, Viz, you localized the chapter wrong. So, the Spanish version, I would say, is the closest to the Japanese raw. Because when I ran the Japanese title through Google Translate, what it is explosion. In the Spanish version, it says explosivo, which is pretty much explosion. And in the Viz version, they put generous serving. How do you get generous serving from explosion? How? How do you get generous serving from explosion? Oh my god, I do not know how they got generous serving from explosion. I have no fucking clue. I am so confused by that. I do not know. Oh my god, I have no clue. I am so glad that I have the raw, though. Holy shit. Holy shit, I'm so confused by that. I'm mind blown by that. Oh my god, I'm just like, what the fuck? Really? Really? How do you get generous serving from explosion? I'm so confused. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this in terms of a chapter title translation. Why? Why did you localize it like that? Why? Why did you do that? Okay, besides that... Ugh. Okay, so... Last chapter, we saw the resurrection of Sakamoto. Let's get into this chapter, which is titled Explosion, not this bullshit that Viz put out here. I'm pray to the freaking manga gods that that there's no more stupidity in terms of this localization happening up in here. Oh my god, I really am praying to the gods right now that the rest of this chapter is translated accurately. Holy shit. Thank God I have the raw just in case. Anyways, here we go. Taro Sakamoto has awakened to protect his family and friends. Sakamoto. I love that Shishiba and Osaragi are like, they really don't give a fuck. They could care less. Hannah, Aoi, I'm so sorry I put you through all this. We are fine because Shin and everyone protected us. You should thank them later too, Papa. Thank you, Shin, Lu, and Heisuke. I hope everyone's okay. Sakamoto, you didn't forget, did ya? We already creamed you once. Throwing one more fatso into the mix won't make any difference. You know what? I'm glad that you didn't, like, I'm glad Viz kept the word fat in here. I'm very happy about that. Torres, do you know what? Thank God that they did not get rid of the word fat! Thank you! I was worried because the localizers of Viz are like woke as fuck, so I am glad that they kept the word fat. Thank you. Do you know why I'm fat? Huh? What's he blathering on about? I'll tell you why. Woo! Woo! What? Hannah, Aoi, I'll be back soon. Please wait where it's safe. Okay, Papa. Using violence in front of your wife and kid? What kind of father does that? Dude was at death's door. He's fat as a whale. But he's faster and stronger than ever. What gives? Something is going on. Something I've been saying for the past few weeks is that I feel like Suzuki's art is unfinished. And I still stand by that. And I'm going to say it here too. It's still unfinished. It's more finished than it was, definitely more finished than it was a couple weeks ago, but still unfinished. Why? There's not enough black. Usually, if you look at Suzuki's art, there's a lot of black up in there. And there's not. So, I gotta wonder, what the fuck is going on? Something's happening. Either there's there's overexhaustion, there's a health issue, something's happening. Something is going on. Mangaka are not as cool as, like, Mia, for example, the mangaka Bungo, who, like, straight up said that, yeah, I'm raising, like, 3 kids, and my wife and I are struggling here to raise 3 really young kids. So it's kind of hard, it's hard to meet deadlines and shit like that. But here, though, I'm worried. I'm worried. Anyways. Sometimes, like, when I see this here, I really gotta wonder if there's speaking of family, I gotta wonder if there's, like, a family issue. Something is going on. Something. Sometimes you gotta fight to protect what is precious to you. That's our parenting philosophy, and it's none of your concern. Let's see if you can protect them then. Like, you look at this, you look at the middle panel of page 9, for example, and it looks like, you look at the guns that Torres is sporting, and compared to the rest of him, and you're like, you can't not notice that some of the, it's, pages... Torres specifically looks really unfinished. It's like pages 4 through 8? Yeah, pages 4 through 8. It looks really unfinished. And you can't really help but notice it, especially page 9. Like, in page 9, in the center panel, you see Torres with his guns, and his guns are definitely finished. Like, they are. It's really apparent that if you did not think that this art was unfinished before, you look at Torres with his guns compared to the rest of him, you can't not notice something is going on. There's no way that this art is not finished. Holy shit, page 9, the rest of page 9, it should be extremely apparent that this art is not finished. Fuck, even page 10. Yeah, this art is definitely not finished. Something is going on. Something is going on with Suzuki. This art is unfinished. This art is, again, look at Suzuki's guns in the middle of page 9, and then look at the rest of this art and tell me that this art is finished. It is not. This is unfinished. Something is going on. Something is definitely going on. And I covered the fan translations, okay, for Sakamoto Days. And, like, I was thinking maybe, no, I wasn't even thinking maybe it could be like my version. No way. Considering the drawing, considering how, the drawings are looking, it's like, no, this art is definitely unfinished. Something is going on. Something is definitely going on. You cannot sit here and tell me that something is not going on here. This is the third week in a row where the art is looking unfinished. I swear to God, Sakamoto, Shueisha, this is Shueisha, how are you allowing this to happen? Saito, who is the editor-in-chief at Weekly Shonen Jump, how are you allowing this to... How are you allowing this? This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable. You should not be allowing this to happen. And also, not just, Saito. I gotta blame, Suzuki's editor as well. His editor is to blame too. How are you allowing this? This is not acceptable. I am not sorry for that. This is unfinished. This is so unfinished. Unfinished art aside, now that I got that tangent out of my system, this is definitely an unfinished art. Holy shit. All right, let's keep going here. So now, God, oh my God. All right, so now we got the crane. So now we're in the arcade with the crane machine. Holy crap. Okay, you want more proof that this is unfinished art? Go look at the middle of page 12. Look at the gun for Torres, and look at the rest of the page. Tell me that is not fit? Look at that shit and tell me that this is finished art. This is not. This is unfinished. Get serious, you son of a. Ooh, he is serious. Okay, so now they're in a photo booth. Please select photo mode. Dude, even in the photo booth, they look unfinished. Oh my God. Pretty mode activated. Ready, set, smile. Ah! Forever. It's PURI! Oh my God. Even this filter cannot save this unfinished art. I am sorry. Well, like, fucking A! If you look at the frame for the filter, that's more finished than this. How? Like, what the fuck? Even the punching machine. Oh my God. Taurus. You and a cow opened my eyes. I know what my strength is now. The time I've spent living in this town, my experiences here, those are my greatest weapons now. Ta-da! New record! 777! Oh god, triple sevens, huh? My lucky day and everything, sucks. Ooh! Oh, right, the reason I'm fat. Well, don't worry, I already know. I had dinner at your place. I love that this is tied back to that. It was delicious. Anybody would get fat. Come again anytime. Aww. Everyday life is the source of his strength. I know I'm probably going to get thumbs down for pointing it out, but I'm sorry, this is unacceptable. Like, if it's like 1 or 2 pages, I could be like, okay, you know, maybe it was a rush, maybe Suzuki just like missed the deadline or something, or was cutting it close to the deadline, but something is going on. The majority of this chapter's art is unfinished. I would say like from like page 3. I say from page 3 to the end? Yeah, I'd say from page 3. Yeah, I would say from page, like, I'd say the majority of this chapter is completely unfinished. Has some form of unfinished art. This is wild. This is so wild. It's so, like, I really hope I'm not the only one that's noticing this. I can't be the only one that's noticing this. I can't. Go look at any other chapter of Sakamoto Days and compare it to this. Suzuki uses a lot of black and a lot of shading. That's how I know this chapter is unfinished. If you don't notice that, then that's on you. But like, that's why I'm like, I look at this, I'm like, dude, something is going on. This has been happening for like the past, 3 weeks now? Shueisha, you gotta do something here at this point. Something is going on. You gotta stop the fuckery. Stop the fuckery already. Something is going on. Something is going on. It needs to stop. This didn't happen under the previous, like, every time there was unfinished art like this under the previous regime, the editor-in-chief made sure that the manga was on break. This shouldn't be happening. This should not be happening. This is unacceptable. This is completely unacceptable. If you think this is acceptable, then that is sad. There's something going on. And this isn't good. I'm worried. I'm trying not to cry because I'm really worried. Obviously, in the physical volume, when the physical volume comes out, it will prove my point that this is unfinished. I know it. It will prove my point that this is unfinished because it will be complete. But we'll have like you'll see the full line work and everything. But something is going on, and I'm worried. I know Jump Festa is this week, so part of me is like thinking, is Suzuki just like prepping for Jump Festa, maybe? there's no, I don't think there's a hold on. I have the full schedule for Sakamoto, or for Jump Festa, and yeah, here it is. So there is a panel for Sakamoto Days. There is. So I wonder if that's what, because there is supposed to be manga content for manga announcements and shit for Sakamoto Days. I wonder if that's what's going on. I wonder if that's what's been happening is Suzuki has been preparing for Jump Festa. Because there's supposed to be manga announcements and anime announcements and live action movie announcements. So if that's what's happening, that makes a lot more sense. Especially for this week in particular, that makes sense. Maybe even last week I can understand. I think that's what's happening. I'm very curious what you guys think. Do you guys think that this is probably because of the list, knowing that the listing for Sakamoto Days, now knowing that the listing for Sakamoto Days has the stuff for has manga announcements? Do you guys think that that's what's going on? That Suzuki is preparing for Jump Festa, and that's why the chapter artist suffered? If so, even if that is the case, I'm going to say this then, Shueisha, to you specifically. You guys are fucking irresponsible for allowing this to happen. There's no excuse for this. None. You should have had Sakamoto Days go on hiatus so Suzuki could prep for Jump Festa if that is the case. This is irresponsible. Completely irresponsible. And unacceptable. Because I'm worried for Suzuki's, like, this has me worried for Suzuki's health, for one thing. I'm really worried. I'm worried about Suzuki's health. I'm worried that he's exhausted. There's overexhaustion happening. I think that's probably what's going on. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you guys think, now that you know what's going on with Jump Festa, that there is, the Sakamoto Days panel for Jump Festa, do you think that's what's happening, like I do? Or do you think there's something more going on? I think I think it could be a combination. Two things could be true at once. I think it's exhaustion from prepping for Jump Festa. That's my guess. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, and also, what do you guys think about this chapter as a whole in terms of writing wise? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Sakamoto content. A few ways you could do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.